له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم أما بعد. I begin in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Truly and verily all praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We praise Him and seek only His forgiveness. We also seek refuge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the evil of our nafs, which is our carnal desires. For verily your nafs, your natural inclination is to evil, is inclined to do evil. So therefore we seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by saying, Ati Allah, wa Rasulah ala Hamun. We attain Allah's rahmah by obedience to Allah from the Quran and obedience to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Sunnah. We also seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the Shayateen, Amaanee, those actions and those deeds that are not sanctioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and those actions and deeds that are not sanctioned by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Sunnah. Those who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will to be guided to Islam, no one can lead them astray. And those who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will to be led astray off the Sirat al-Mustaqim, no one can guide. We bear witness that there is no God but Allah, the one God who has no partners, and we bear witness that Muhammad ibn Abdullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the slave of his messenger, Amma. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the best speech is the speech of Allah in the Quran, and the best guidance is the guidance of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Sunnah, and the worst of all matters are those things that are innovated by the people. For all innovation leads to bid'ah, all bid'ah leads to dalala, all dalala is in the Nar, which is one of the Sirat al-Mustaqim. So we seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Nar. We say, Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana, wa fil akhirati hasana, wa qina adhab an-nar, ya Allah. Oh Allah, give us good in this life, hasana. Give us good in the next life, hasana. Wa qina adhab an-nar, ya Allah. And save us from the punishment of the fire, ya Allah. Ameen. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, we're here on another day of Jumua, and surely this is a day of rahmah and barakah for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that if we obtain Jumua, and we do certain prerequisites, that we'll get 10 days of forgiveness. So Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, Allah is Ar-Rahman, He is Ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Who are your enemies? Many times we say that I'm at war, well, I'm a mujahid, I'm a soldier, I'm this, I'm that. But the question is, do you even know who you are at war with? The first enemy of a Muslim is Shaytaan. The number one enemy, Abdul-Walee Mubin, he said he's a clear and avowed enemy, is Shaytaan. Lanatullah alayh. May Allah's curse be upon him. He is the first hater, the first envious one, the first jealous person ever. And the first person that he was jealous of was our father, Adam alayhi salam, because he made him out of black clay. While he, Shaytaan, was made out of smokeless fire, or he was red. So we must understand that the first person that we must understand that is the enemy to mankind is Shaytaan. And with knowing your enemy, or with trying to combat or save yourself or shield yourself against your enemy, you must first understand who your enemy is. One of the rules of the art of war is like, know your enemy. If you don't know your enemy, how you gonna know how to fight him? If you don't know your enemy, how you gonna know what type of moves to do? How you gonna know whether to jump right, jump left, right? What is he gonna do? How does he move? How will he try to trick you? Those who are ibad Allah, those who are the servants of Allah, they are mukhlisin, they're very Shaytaan will have no sultan over them. Or the key to understanding and fighting your enemy, Shaytaan, is number one, to have knowledge of Shaytaan. Know that he's a jinn. Know that he's trickery. Know that he is Al-Gharur. One of the names of Shaytaan is Al-Gharur, which means he is the grand deceiver. Not a deceiver, but he is the grand deceiver, the one and only deceiver. You must understand that Shaytaan, he will not sleep. Shaytaan does not sleep. All day, 24/7, his job is to take us off the Sirat al-Mustaqim. Right? When Shaytaan, when he denied or he did not bow down to Adam, and he was getting ready to be thrown into the hellfire, we must understand why Shaytaan is so mad. He's mad at Adam alayhi salam because Allah chose Adam alayhi salam, this black clay, over this red smokeless fire piece of person, which is a jinn, and he chose Adam alayhi salam to be the vicegerent on earth. So therefore, Shaytaan became the first person that was jealous, the first person became a hater, and the first person that became disobedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So because of his disobedience, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he's going to the hellfire. But he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for one thing. Okay? And we got to understand what this one thing is. Shaytaan asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for time. He said, give me some time. Right? So he said, give me some time. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, bet I will give you until Yawm Qiyamah. I will give you to the day that they are raised up. So Shaytaan said, again, remember, understand who your enemy is. What did Shaytaan say? Shaytaan said, because Allah, because you have made me tawgha. because you have made me of those who have transgressed the bounds, because you have made me of those who go to the hellfire. I will promise you that I will come to them from the front, the back, the right, the left, right, and I will try to mislead them, and I will take them off the Sirat al-Mustaqim too. So understand, he is a Jumua being. That's what I'm saying. A'udhu billahi min shaitan rajim. Another enemy of mankind, or the enemy of the Muslim. I won't say the enemy of mankind because everybody's not a believer. So the enemy of the Muslim, another enemy of the believer are those who are the Shayateen. Right? You got Shaytaan, who is Iblis, Lanatullah alayh. He's made out of a jinn. He's out of smokeless fire. He can fly. Remember, jinns can fly. If you can't fly, you ain't no jinn. Okay? Don't call nobody no jinn. If they can't fly, they can't walk through walls and all kind of stuff and shift chains. They're not a jinn. Okay? Somebody may be afflicted by a jinn. That's where the word majnoon comes from. Majnoon comes from the word jinn, means one who is afflicted by a jinn. Okay? So one can be afflicted by a jinn and talking to himself and going crazy, but that doesn't mean that that person is a jinn. It just means they're afflicted by a jinn. Okay? So now the next type of enemy that we have is a Shayateen. Okay? A Shayateen can be either a jinn, or a Shayateen can either be from Nafs, meaning from mankind. Okay? A Shayateen is a devil advocate. Anyone that advocates or propagates what it is that Shaytaan propagates and advocates, he or she is a Shayateen. Anyone who changes the rules and regulations of Islam, right, and push that person is a Shayateen. Okay? Again, the Shayateen can be for the jinn. So there are unseen spirits, jinn, from the progeny of Shaytaan. He has children, he has daughters, he has sons, he has soldiers. If you don't believe me, read chapter 7 of the Quran. Chapter 7, verse 27. Surah Al-A'raf. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about Shaytaan, he said, don't let him deceive you. Don't let him take you out to paradise like he did your mother and your father, Adam and Eve. Right? But cover yourself, and the best covering is taqwa. And he said, understand that he sees you, him and his Gabilahu, him and his soldiers, they see you from where you see them now. Okay? So Shaytaan is real. He's unseen. Okay? And he has soldiers, he has children, he has sons, he has daughters, and they work for him diligently. The same way that Allah has mujahideen, the people that will work diligently for him, Shaytaan has people that work for him diligently as well. These are called the Shayateen. They could be from mankind, so there could be some Shayateen walking around us. Right? Devils, advocates, people that just working for everything that's the opposite of what Allah advocates. This is a Shaytaan or a Shayateen. Okay? Also, Shaytaan can be from a jinn, it can also be from mankind. Anyone or any entity that is striving for the demise or for the downfall of Islam being established, that this person or that thing is a Shayateen. Another enemy of Islam, or another enemy of a Muslim, right, is this Dunyaa. This Dunyaa. Allah said in the Quran, do not let this Dunyaa deceive you. It is a gurura, it is a deception, right? This life is nothing but life and sports, right? We live and we die. Rasulullah said, don't get attracted to this Dunyaa. Act like you're in this Dunyaa, meaning this worldly life, right, like a traveler, okay? And he's going underneath and he stops here and there, and he's only stopping for a little, a little rest, because he knows or she knows that this is not his or her home. The Prophet Muhammad said that in the last days it'll be hard to hold on to this deen, right? It'll be hard like a hot burning coal. You'll be like a stranger. He said, Tuba to the stranger. Tuba means glad tidings, or Tuba means a tree in paradise. Okay? So understand that when you're walking on this walk and trying to strive to be on the Sirat al-Mustaqim, you will be of the Gadi being, you will be of those who are the strangers. Okay? You will be of the strangers. But if you are one who is attached to this Dunyaa, right, then you'll get deceived by the Gurura, which is the deception of this Dunyaa. Okay? And Allah said, do not let this worldly life deceive you. Okay? Although he blesses us with beautiful things in this Dunyaa, right? The children, right? Al-Mal wal-Banun, Zinatul Hayat al-Dunya, the money and the children, these are the things that are adornments of this life, right? But obedience to Allah, that is what lasts forever. That's the thing that lasts forever. Okay? So again, this Dunya can also be a deception. It can also be your enemy. If you're chasing this Dunya, if you're chasing the money, and you're forgetting about the Akhirah, then this Dunya is what has brought back your demise. The Dunya will bring your demise. Okay, we live in this Dunya, we're a part of this world, but yet we don't chase it. The Prophet Muhammad said, those who strive for the Akhirah, Well, let me rewind that back. The Prophet Muhammad said that those who strive for the dunya, they might get it, they might not get it, but in the hereafter they won't get nothing. But those who strive for the akhirah, not only will they get the akhirah, but Allah will also give them the dunya as a bonus. So therefore, it's best to strive for the akhirah to get the dunya and akhirah as well. So we have three enemies that we talked about so far. The first enemy is Shaytaan. He is a Jumua mubin. Allah says here he's a clear and avowed enemy. You have to have knowledge of Shaytaan. You have to know about his tricks. Understand that he's real. Understand that he's relentless. Understand that he does not care about you. Shaytaan is already going to the hellfire. He knows that without a shadow of a doubt. Okay? He knows he's going. So therefore, his job and his intent and his motivation is trying to take as many people with him to the hellfire as possible. Okay? With understanding that and knowing that, that's why we must have taqwa. We must shield ourselves. The other enemy that we talked about are the Shayateen. The Shayateen are anyone that says, oh, you know what? I make a conscious decision. I make a conscious decision to roll with Shaytaan. I make a conscious decision to be a destroyer of society. I'm a conscious decision to sell dope. A conscious decision to repent. A conscious decision to map. A conscious decision to be a cheater. Whatever it may be. Anything that is the opposite of what Allah advocates, and a person advocates that thing, that person or that thing is a Shayateen. So we see bless Allah for being of the Shayateen. We have to bless for being a Muslimin. We also talked about another enemy of mankind, or should we say another enemy of the Muslims, and that enemy is this dunya. And Ali bin al-Han, he said, man, I have divorced this dunya. He treated this dunya like a bride. And he said, I have divorced this dunya, and I'm not turning back on it. I'm not looking back. Meaning that he divorced himself from this dunya, meaning that he had no care for this dunya, because all he longed for was the akhirah. So may Allah bless us to follow the example of the Sahaba, inshallah. Ameen. Alhamdulillah, wa shukran la ilaha illallah, wa shukran Muhammadan Rasulullah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, wa ba'd. Alhamdulillah, today we're talking about knowing your enemy. Okay, we always talk about, man, I'm at war, I'm a mujahid, I'm a soldier. You know, man, we got to get ready. Okay, so the question is now, we got to get ready, but who are you getting ready against? Who are you getting ready against? Okay, number one, the first natural avowed enemy of mankind or the Muslim is Shaytaan, or Jumua mubin. Lana ta'ala alayhi. Know who he is. Shaytaan was a jinn. Shaytaan was not an angel. Shaytaan was a jinn. He's relentless, he does not sleep, and he does not care. The munafiqeen are those who are deceptive, those who lie, those who portray something but really they're not. In the time of Rasulullah, the munafiqeen, they hated Rasulullah, but they would bow down with him. Some of them will fight jihad. So if there were munafiqs in the time of the Prophet Muhammad, surely there's munafiqs now. All in the ranks, acting like they Muslimin, mu'mineen, on the Sirat al-Mustaqim, but really of the Shayateen. So we see blessing Allah from the Shayateen, and we ask for the blessings to be of the Bafirin, so we can see clearly as to who they are. Ameen. So we have Shaytaan, we have the Shayateen, now we have this Dunya. The dunya is the enemy, right? There's a verse or a proverb says, what is this world to gain, but if you lose your soul? What is it to gain the world but to lose your soul? Something like that. Okay? So again, meaning that this worldly life is nothing. It is nothing if you lose your soul. What is your soul? Your soul is what? The hereafter.